All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the first day of May, 2013. Um, let's see. We achieved our goal again this morning in the live trading room. Um, let's go over the results of the live trading room. We'll start with that. Crude oil, we were plus 9 ticks. Gold, we were minus 1 tick. The Russell, we were plus 7 ticks. Soybeans, we were plus 4 ticks, and copper, we were minus 8 ticks. Okay. We made our 2 points in the live trading room in 23 minutes this morning. 23 minutes right here. Took us 5 trades to make our 2 points in the live trading room. Alright, that is what we did today. We took a total of 13 trades this morning, so it wasn't exactly a banner day. I mean, we did end up plus greater than 2 points, but we ended up taking quite a few trades. I missed a bunch of opportunities, so we'll get into that in a minute. Before I go any further into that, let me just show these were the results, the gross results from last month, $5,392.50 per contract. Chandra, the market that we made the most money in last month was the Russell 2000. We made $2,090 per contract last month on that, using one single contract. The next most was over here. It looks like it was gold and then crude oil. Or, yeah, gold and then crude oil. Okay. My audio is low? I don't think my audio is low. Does anybody else think my audio is low? Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, I just moved my mic. Maybe that's what it was.
I can hear you okay. When you first asked that question, you boomed in, but I mean,
Okay.
I can hear you. So
All right.
carry on.
We'll go with it. We'll just roll with it.
On my way
All right.
to-
Singing.
Hey, Josh S., we love you. I know you left, but you still love us.
Prayer and singing. Oh. All right. Right here, let's see. The Russell 2000, we made $2,090 per contract last month. Not this morning, last month. Gold was the next highest one, then crude oil, then soybeans, and then a mix of the other things. Okay. That is how it went last month. Now, so far this month, crude oil goes crude oil, the Russell, and soybeans in that order. We'll see how it ends up, though. Now, today, let's see. Today, we had. This is the crude oil chart. I'm just gonna scroll back through crude because there was crude inventories came out today, so it moved around a lot. I wasn't paying attention to it when the crude inventories came out. I must have been doing something else. I think something came up right at that time, and I believe I actually even transferred the charts over to Dwayne, didn't I? I did, I think. But anyway, our first trade of the morning was right in here. We took a break even on crude. The next trade that we took was right here. We took 9 ticks profit on this move right here. What we look for when we trade, bullish cross, tested the BBC with an up close if you have bullish divergence down here and the cycle is blue. If that is not the case, then you need an up close above the trend line. Okay, I drew this trend line in. You need an up close above the trend line. I entered this trade 4 ticks off of where I should have entered it. That's why I got out so quick. I should have been entering down here, not up here. I ended up taking a break even on that trade. I wish I would have entered it properly because then I would have just trailed my stop up. But as it started to move up, I got into the next opportunity up here, and I took some profit on that. 9 ticks profit. I got into the next one up here, and I ended up taking a break even on that. All right. Price moved around a little bit. Came over here. It stopped me out right here. I took a short trade right here, and it stopped me out. Now, when it stopped me out, I wanted to point out we were in a box here. That was one thing that I was pointing out, and there was a news event coming up that I had not been paying attention to, and that's why I think it jumped out of the box. There was also bottoming right here. Okay, if you look at, wow, that was weird. If you look at this area right in here, the green line got into the cycle. and we didn't put in a lower swing. So that suggests bottoming. All right. The market turned around. It was bottoming. It turned around. It went up. There was an opportunity right there. I took a little profit. There was an opportunity there that I missed. One over here I didn't want to take because there was no room to run down here. Then at 10:30 is when the crude inventories came out. I didn't do anything in here at 10:30. As a matter of fact, I didn't do anything for a little while. Once we got over here, there was an opportunity to get long, a couple opportunities to get long in here and take some profit. I missed all those. In here, I had pointed out to everyone in here that this was topping action, and you can see that that was in fact topping. I pointed it out when it was over here, or actually right here, when the green line got up into the cycle. I said we need to get a higher swing, or this is going to be topping action right here. And we didn't get the higher swing, and it was topping. Came down, gave an opportunity here on the short side, and it started to do some bottoming action down here, but it dropped through it. I took a short on the way down through that, took a little bit of profit on that, and that was pretty much it for the morning session. All right, where it stands right now, it's got bullish divergence, and up close on the current bar would be a long opportunity. Okay, I'll draw the trend line. This is how we would do it in the live trading room. I would draw the trend line for you like that, and I would say an up close on the current bar would be a long right there. 90.68. 90.68 would be a spot to get long. 8 ticks risk on every single trade we take in the live trading room. Okay, every single trade we take has 8 ticks risk on it. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Now you see how the green line is getting up into the cycle. It's due for a draw. It's due for a pullback here to give you some more divergence. It may run up a little bit before it does, but the green line getting up into the cycle already is well, it's not a good sign for the trade right now. All right. The next market we traded was the Russell. We got some trades in on the Russell today. We ended plus 7 ticks on the Russell. Let me scroll back. It was in a few trades here on the Russell that we ended at plus 7 ticks, but let's just we'll start out right here. Okay, we missed this nice opportunity right here. We tried to short that when we had the opportunity. Here's your trend line. Okay, the down close below the trend line is what you needed to short. It dropped through it all right there, and we tried to get short on that, but we didn't get filled. We did get filled on the next one, and we took a little bit of profit on the next trade as it fell through. We moved our stop to break even, and let's see, there was right in here, there was another trade opportunity, but we missed it. We got down here. Oops. Hang on. We got down here to the weekly trading zone, and we didn't take any trades down here while it was down there at the zone. It fell through the zone, and we had an opportunity to start shorting in here, but we missed the opportunity. It went right down to the weekly trading zone below it. There was topping action right here that we highlighted. I don't know why I have this on here. I must have taken a trade there and taken a little bit of profit on it, because we ended up on the Russell. And it's been all around this weekly trading zone right here for the last 2 hours. It's been around this weekly trading zone. It finally just fell through it, went down within a couple ticks of the zone down below it, pulled back up to test the zone that it came through, and that's where we are right now. We don't have a trade that you could take right there right now. Okay, there is nothing that you can do right there at the moment. Let's jump over here on the gold. Gold is the next one. Let's see. In here we didn't trade much gold today. We were minus 1 tick on gold. It was this one right here, our very first trade. We moved our stop to break even, and it slipped us 1 tick when it came back and stopped us out. That's how we ended up minus 1 tick. We missed, right at the beginning, we missed a bunch of trades here on the gold. The market opened up right here. There was a shorting opportunity here, right here. There was another one right here. Actually, it was right here. So there was one here, one here, one here. All those were shorting opportunities. If I had been watching gold, we could have easily had 10, 20, 30 ticks right there. There was another one right here, and then it went up through the BBC. Almost gave a long opportunity, but it didn't. There was no divergence. It came back down through the BBC, right in here. Right here we had a red cycle down here on the bottom, bearish divergence with a red cycle off the BBC. You could have shorted right there. The next one would have been you needed to draw the trend line on this. Okay, the down close below the trend line because the cycle was blue. So right there. And then we had a bullish cross, opportunity here, opportunity there, right here as well. If we were to draw the trend line down, actually the trend line would be like this. So the opportunity would have been the up close right here. Okay, right there. This is the trade that we finally did take right here. You know, all of that movement was in the first 10 minutes. All of that was in the first 10 minutes. It may have been very difficult to trade it. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I know Frank typed me a message that said it was bouncing around. But we had a bullish cross right here. It tested the BBC with an up close right there with some bullish divergence. You could have gotten long right in there. Could have gotten short right over here once we had the bearish cross and the move down. Another one right in here. This one probably would have stopped you out. Okay, because you wouldn't have been shorting off the BBC. You would have been shorting the first down close right here. Well, it would have given me a break even. I would move my stop to break even after 4 ticks profit. All that was in the first half an hour, guys. Okay, I didn't trade any more gold in the day, but there was, a ton of opportunity in here. Anytime you see divergence down here on the bottom, just look up here and see if you can draw a trend line and if you're going to close above it or below it. See, anytime you see the divergence down here, bing, bang, just like that. It's really pretty straightforward and easy. I know I say that, and I make it look that way. I make it look easy, but it really does get simpler once you've been looking at it for a while. And ask any of the guys that have been doing it for a while. They'll tell you that it's a little more intuitive once you've done it for a month or two. Anyway, right in here was the down close right there, down close right there, down close right there. Over here we had nothing up. Actually, there was a long trade right here. That would have stopped you out for sure. Then you had an opportunity here on the short side. Another opportunity would have been right here. This down close right here. Okay, I missed all this stuff. This one right here was a long opportunity. Short here, short there. Bottoming action. It moved up off the bottoming action. Eventually it put in a lower swing. But you can see down here the slingshot is all messed up in here. Okay, it's not giving you any clear direction. And that brings us to where we are right now. There was just a shorting opportunity right over here from 1443.5. 1443.5 right there. Okay. That was it. That was it for the gold. All right, the NQ, I highlighted a few opportunities on the NQ this morning. Again, we didn't trade the NQ, we didn't trade the ES. But I did highlight, let me just bring that way back. I did highlight some opportunities, that's yesterday. I did highlight some opportunities today. I thought I did anyway. There we are, I knew I did. In here there was a long opportunity. We needed to close above the trend line in here. In here there was a long opportunity that would have stopped you out. It's pretty choppy. I wasn't trading any of the indexes today. Well, other than the Russell. I wasn't trading any of the indexes. And with the Russell, there was one trade that I put on that I got 3 ticks profit on that I probably shouldn't have put on at all. Over here on the ES, there was a long opportunity right in here. Let me just scroll back and see if there were any other opportunities after the open. Now we had bearish divergence, but we didn't have, no, it never came together over here to give us any opportunity. I suppose we would have had, let me do this. There's the trend line, but the black line's above the BBC, so there's no trade in there. Nothing on the long side there, nothing on the short side. There was this one opportunity right in here at 87.5. That only went up about 3 ticks before it pulled back down. Alright, that was the ES this morning. I did take one trade on copper. I didn't even look at the euro. I'll show the euro in a minute. Canoe, if you're in here right now, I'll show the euro in a minute. I know you always like me to show that. Copper, I only took one trade on copper. It was a losing trade right in here. Okay. Copper, in the pre-market, copper had some really nice moves right here. between 8 and 9 o'clock. It had some nice opportunity in there, but I was not trading at that time. I highlighted one in here that I didn't take. I highlighted one over here that I did take, and I stopped out on it. This was at the end of the morning session right in here. And there was another one right here, a shorting opportunity. And just recently there was a long opportunity right here. Okay, that was pretty much it on the copper. And let's take a look at the euro. Alright, the euro's got a long opportunity here. You're going to need to close above the trend line. I mean, I know it doesn't have red on the cycle right now, but it's going to on the close of this bar. Okay, it's going to have it. See that? It has it. So you need an up close on the current bar. Would be a long trade on the euro right now. Okay. As we look across this, we'll see what we have here. I didn't look at the euro at all this morning. Oh, maybe a little bit. But the opportunity would have been right there, going long. That was pre-market. Over here, once the markets opened up, let's see, we tested the BBC and gave a down close right here. The cycle was blue, so you needed a down close below that. The opportunity would have been right there. For a short, would have been a break-even trade for me. That was pretty much it this morning on the euro. Okay, there wasn't a ton of opportunity in there. All right, now that I've said all that stuff, soybeans. Let's cover soybeans. All right, we took 2 trades on soybeans. This was our first trade on soybeans this morning. Now, I got a really bad entry on this because I had a buy stop on and it slipped me 2 ticks. So I ended up getting a bad entry, so I moved my stop to plus a couple of ticks pretty quick in the trade. All right, we were already on the other side of the MA1. I was just trailing my stop up really fast. The next opportunity over here, I missed on the short side. I got into this one over here because when I got into the trade, we were below the MA1 already. I was again very aggressive with my risk, and I got out with a little bit of profit. I missed this nice move down though. I highlighted an area down here that was bottoming action, and it actually did bottom. Came back and gave a nice long opportunity right in. Well, actually, the first long opportunity was right here. The next one was right here, which didn't go anywhere. And then the next one you should have waited for would be right here, this up close right here. Now, I know that there's a wick above that trend line right there, but because we hit the BBC right here, we don't move the trend line anymore. You only move the trend line until it hits the BBC, until price hits the BBC. All right, then you're just looking for the up close or for the black line to get on the wrong side of the BBC, either one. The up close was right there. That was the opportunity. Okay? Those were the soybeans. Now, you want me to do the 6B really quick? Okay, hang on. Let me clear everything off of this. I'll make this a 6B. Oops. 6B. Now, we do have weekly trading zones for the 6B. I don't have them on here because I don't normally look at the 6B, but this is what it looks like today. Okay. Let's see. In here we had, man, it was a mess in here. Bullish cross. You're looking for a test of the BBC with bullish divergence right in there. You would have to draw your trend line down. You would have gone long right in here. I don't know how many ticks that is between here and here. You may have stopped out. You may have gotten a hold of that one. It continued, and divergence was the wrong way in here and in there. Right here was a shorting opportunity after the bearish cross. Tested the BBC with a down close with bearish divergence. Shorting opportunity in there. Over here was a buying opportunity. Bullish cross. Tested the BBC with an up close with bullish divergence down here. All right, same thing right here. On this one, you would have been buying this, though, right here. Okay. It turned around again. Dropped through the BBC. You have space. You guys remember the picture, right? When that comes up. What you're looking for. Step 1 is the cross, which is right there. Step 2 is a pull away, which is right in here. Step 3 is a pull back, which is right here, with a down close, which is right there. And step 4 is a slingshot down here. Divergence with a red cycle. You had all that stuff right there for the shorting opportunity. Okay. So you could have shorted there, and there, and there. It turned around and went up. You could have bought right here. Okay. And turned around again and started going down, at which point you could have sold right in here. Right there you could have sold. All right, the black line is still below the BBC on that, so you could have shorted right in there. All right, that's pretty much it. It's 12:48. I'm going to wrap up the recap right here. I know we have a special guest coming on in about 12 minutes. We want to get David in here as well. If anybody has any questions about anything, you can email us at support@cfrn.net. If you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. Sign up for the free trial. In the free trial, you get 5 days in our live trading room. You get access to all of our indicators and the charting platform. You get access to Dwayne and myself if you need any help with anything, if you have any questions with anything. Access to Bert and Leslie. They'll help you out. They'll help you with the setup and all that stuff. And we'll walk you through the trades. Okay. For everyone who is in here who is on the free trial, there is a partners meeting tomorrow night. In the partners meeting tomorrow night, I will go over in more detail what's going on with the bias line down here, okay, on the slingshot. More detail how to use it, and perhaps it will even be distributed in the partners meeting tomorrow night. All right, so you got to get into that partners meeting. If you're already a partner, just a reminder, there is a partners meeting. If you're not a partner yet, you need to become one. If you want to become one and you don't know how, just send us a quick email at support@cfrn.net. It says partner info in it, and we will send you off all the information you need. Okay. If you are on the free trial, if you were on the free trial yesterday, you should have something in your inbox right now. All right, that's it. Gonna wrap it up, and